It's a relatively pleasant day out there now. You can see blue sky. The rain is blowing through. Very, very heavy rain around about 9:30 to 10 o'clock today. And then all of a sudden it stopped. The conditions have dried somewhat, especially around the plain area, although in the hour, the first ball. That's a good area there. Nathan just squared up somewhat.
Was so impressive.
Yeah, the one that went through the keeper just before that, a classic example of what New Zealand surfaces can be like.
Look, I'll tell you, goal, 18-7.
Lovely shot. He's very, very good through the offside. Devon Conway, you give him an opportunity to drive. With a long half volley, he'll take it and he'll hit you 4.
That's nice. That's a good length.
He's going to be bowling it. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Got a touch of whip, did Conway. And that was a freebie first up, and he didn't miss out.
Kamara first.
Over pitched again. This time the skipper got in between the ball and the boundary. And there's another full long half volley. That is classic Devon Conway. What a cover drive that is for 4. Expensive first over. It's gone for 10. New Zealand racing along 30 without loss. Fuller. Nice piece of placement. The on drive doesn't look any better than that. Another boundary for Devon Conway. Good over for New Zealand. That one's gone for 9. 40 without loss. There's a full toss. Latham can't make the most of.
Time. But it just means that both Latham and Conway have been able to convince.
Too full, too wide. That is in the wheelhouse for Devon Conway. Put away. We are playing late again, Conway.
That's been the improvement.
That is just glorious. What a cricket shot.
He's punished anything full and in.
Oh, again, this one should go all the way. That's a boundary for Conway. He looks very good today.
Them into the wind. I can see all. Oh, that's good, isn't it? In front of the wicket. It brings 50 for Devon Conway. He is so... It would have been out, could have still been out. It was a horrible mix-up between Latham and Conway, and a clean gather. Should have been a run out. Edging and through the gap. Frustration for Sri Lanka.
Well, let's see where this went.
Just got way out in front of himself to a wideish delivery. Oh, he's out! He's holed out! There was cries to catch it, and then everything went silent as they all waited, and in the end, heroes of the last test, Kane Williamson.
That's pulled away. Lovely stuff from Conway. Finds the gap. Player back there couldn't get across because the timing was so perfect. And the placement excellent. Good stuff from Conway. Yeah, he's got to use the days. And they'll just be keeping an eye on that. That's pulled away with some power. Finds the gap. 4 more. Sri Lanka are too slow on this. They're bowled short. They've been punished. Conway finds another boundary. Fuller driven down the ground for 4. Classic Conway. The local boy looks in great touch. Into the over, 109 for 1. Solid in defence. Let's have a look and see what the umpires say. Looks like they've called afternoon tea. Chris Gaffney removes the...
And at one point he was 15 runs for him. And allowed him to play his own way, set his own pace.
And you mentioned him batting with Daryl Mitchell, and it is in a...
Just gone back to what works. He's not thinking about scoring at pace, he's thinking
about it earlier and just talking about how New Zealand have been 7 down, you know, and it means that someone like Henry Nicholls, who's obviously struggling for runs at the moment, comes in.
He's found a formula. Oh, he's chipped it back and he's gone. Conway's done it again, caught and bowled. Dhananjaya makes the breakthrough. Sri Lanka, they are over the moon here. Conway has perished. It's looking so good too. Last ball of the over, fended away by Nicholls. It's 118 for 2.
I think you find a method, Scotty, and that's
Almost identical throughout. Yeah, that's nicely played. Really nicely played. That's raced across the outfield here. Williamson quickly onto the length, and that has rocked it to the boundary.
watch the balance here with Williamson. That should give them a lot of confidence. They should be a lot of energy and a lot of off spinners that come to the base in reserve. I know Harbhajan Singh loved.
William. That one delivered wide of the crease by Fernando Asita.
Williamson coming off 100 and
Nicholls on the drive. Doesn't edged and put down. Put down. A little bit of luck for Henry Nicholls at a time that's important. It's the man on debut. Ishan Madushka has put it down.
not easy. It was
Some nice drift there for Jayasuriya.
One thing Jayasuriya is so good at is it's just that little bit of luck that you make.
Henry Nicholls not out on 18. Williamson not out 26. The light meter has had the final say here today. It was a very short conversation. Umpire's call. Not sure whether the umpire's call. Here on day one of this test, a truncated day.
It's been a mixture of bowlers bowling into the wind and